And we are live. Good evening, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 439. Today is Wednesday, July 24th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 3-ish.
At 3-ish. And today, very interesting day of stories. Of course, we're going to be talking about where in the world is John McAfee as he's gone missing. Germany, crypto businesses will require a BaFin license next year. Airline that lost $170 million last year explores profits in Bitcoin. Tech retailer Newegg expands to 73 countries. And last but certainly not least, blockchain gaming platform Ethereum brings crypto payments to payouts to PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-wee. But first, let's talk about that CryptoCoin winner of yesterday and those prices for the day.
Oh, yeah. So our winner from yesterday is D. Sharon. Thank you for your comment in response to our question about Tron, the whole system with Justin Sun. He basically said what we said. He came out of nowhere, so we never really trusted Justin Sun. Tron was a big market employee.
You?
Yeah, Hey, we don't believe you. You need more people.
You know?
And now it's getting to that point. And after the canceling the lunch with Buffett, this is kind of a steamroll over. So yeah, D. Sharon, thank you for your comment. We'll be sending you those free coins. Appreciate you, man.
There we go. All right, how are we looking on those prices for the day? I saw Cointelegraph. I think Cointelegraph is listening to us, so shout out to Cointelegraph. They made their headlines less headliney and more just informative about the price of Bitcoin going up and down this week. Truly appreciate that, guys.
Appreciate it. Glad to know we're controlling the news from outside.
Right, there we go. Definitely appreciate that, seriously. But, as Cointelegraph pointed out, a few other publications, the price did slip below 10,000 now.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going on here?
Well, it looks as Bitcoin, it slipped a little bit. It is red and green across the board. Bitcoin is at $9,800, down 2% for today. Ripple has been at 32 cents for as long as I can remember, up 1% today. Ethereum is at $216 with no movement today. Bcash at $301, no movement as well. EOS at $4.50, actually up 7% today. It looks like Crypto Blood put in some big buy orders. And Litecoin at $95 is up 2% today. So red and green across the board, a little sideways movement. Like we said, it is in a range.
All right. What's going on, Madam Crypto? Tessa Hall, wife says no. Blue Fig said he caught your interview with Pump. It was fire. Michael Williams, Tessa, Madam Crypto, Malik. Hello.
Appreciate it.
All right, top story of the day. Zoom out on this thing. Where in the world is John McAfee?
Where is he?
That is right. Let's not just say John McAfee. Where in the world is presidential candidate 2020 John McAfee? All right.
Oh yeah.
Come on, U.S. We can't just start kidnapping presidential candidates now. That gets a little crazy, doesn't it? But it looks as though it's been updated. Dominican Republic-based media organization CDN reported that authorities at Puerto Plata have actually detained him for illegal firearm possession. What? He was missing all of the last 48 hours and they got him. What's going on in this story?
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems as though somebody on his behalf tweeted out that he was missing. The actual tweet was, the CIA has attempted to collect us. We are at sea now and will report more soon. I will continue to be dark for the next few days. After analyzing the picture and the whereabouts, they were off the coast of Cuba somewhere. And they don't know if they are detained indefinitely. They're still trying to find out more information, but their ship does have a lot of guns and a lot of booze. So I don't know exactly what will happen if they try to come on there and get him. But right now we haven't heard anything back, so we don't know where he's at right now. He is a presidential candidate. Whether you like him or not, this doesn't look too good right now. Hopefully he can resurface.
Yeah, this is crazy. As you can see, John McAfee also tweeted on January 24th, he was talking about the things on his manifest, Freedom's Boat Manifest: 1 old man, 7 brave soldiers, 1 Italian captain, 1 documentarian, 431 pounds of dog, hilarious, 1 terrifying black woman, enough weapons and ammo, food for 6 months, 1,834 quarts of booze, no drugs. I like how he put no drugs there because he was like, look, if you put drugs, you know they're going to raise your boat. Oh, but if you put that dog, you're in the clear. No, I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he got 400-something pounds of that dog, though.
Dog, yeah.
What do you got? What kind of pit bull? I don't see no dogs, no pictures right here.
I would have more than 1 dog for that.
Oh, man. But as you said, I mean, this is crazy. Here's the dog. He don't weigh that much. Oh, he got 2 of them. That's why. He might got 3 of them. The thing with McAfee is not enough people know about him, I think. Or I know that. It's crazy. Mainstream just civilians around the United States don't know who McAfee is. People use his programs and his work and his software every day. has no clue who he is. And while he might be on the deep end, on far end, as far as doing crazy stuff, who isn't? So, why are they detaining him? What is he a suspect about? They said he had guns, whatever. Who is this saying he has? Who doesn't have guns?
Yeah, I was about to say they'll make.
Please tell me who does not have guns at this level. When you're talking about presidential levels, who doesn't have guns?
And it's on his own boat, so that's another thing too. You got to protect yourself at sea. You're just out there. You can't, run back to land real quick. So
they detained him for illegal firearm possession. So to me, that sounds like we boarded your boat in what we consider our waters, and you had weapons that you didn't have a license from our government. That's illegal firearm possession. Crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah, his campaign managers put that out. We'll see how it ends up. Hopefully hear from him soon. That's
what's up. Mr. Too Real said, finally got you all on live. Keep it up. My brother, shine that light. Appreciate you catching this live. What's going on, Edwin IT? All right. It looks like Germany's following the footsteps of New York. Germany crypto businesses will require a BaFin license next year. If you were anything like me and you're wondering what is this new acronym-related license that came out of the blue on a Wednesday, keep telling y'all, Wednesdays and Fridays, it doesn't change. Starting next year, new anti-money laundering regulations. And didn't I just talk about USA in this? Just talked about it.
Yep. They're in collusion.
New anti-money laundering regulations will come into effect in Germany. Oh, that tap is happening across everybody's shoulder, by the way. The regulations will require cryptocurrency businesses to hold a federal financial supervisory authority, also known as a BaFin, issued license. Cointelegraph Deutschland reported on July 24th. Per the report, the new regulations will require crypto businesses and exchanges and wallet providers to be licensed by BaFin and comply with AML regulation. Since crypto assets will be considered a financial instrument starting on January 1st, 2020. All right, so now it's a financial. I don't even know what a financial instrument. That sounds like a derivative.
Bro, they just make up words.
A financial instrument.
Keep it going. You just got to keep the game going. Keep everybody guessing, and it sucks because even if they bring regulation, it still isn't clear because they don't have a clear definition of cryptocurrencies, tokens.
They know what it is. They just don't want to say what it is.
Exactly. So you can get caught up in that web. And I kind of hate this quote here that they put. Christian Schmeiss, whoever he is, he's a partner at a law firm in Germany. He basically said, according to him, the technology has not yet been accepted by institutional investors because a reliable legal framework is missing. Hey, guess what, Schmeiss? We got the 20K without institutional investors. Right. We don't really need it. It is something that we welcome it if it comes, but it is one of those things where I feel like we need a self-regulatory body. And then when institutional investors come in, they listen to them because you can't pinpoint exactly what cryptocurrency. It's not even finished being developed. We don't know what it'll turn into. We got a story today we'll talk about with PUBG. That could turn into something where you have kids getting cryptocurrency, and then what?
And you can't stop.
And what you gonna do? Tax a kid?
Like you can. That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a 6-year-old trading right now. Does the 6-year-old get capital gains tax? What happens if he doesn't pay it? Does he go to prison? Is he charged as an adult? Is he a juvenile?
What if everybody claims they lost their wallet? Listen, how do you know they didn't?
That's the direction we're going with the narrative from now on.
Exactly.
What if you
throw a kid in jail?
What do you have a 12-year-old trader? Because that is very popular. That's the new narrative, people. What if you have preteen traders? What are we going to do with them on a legal playing field? So,
but everybody's getting that tap on the shoulder.
Oh yeah, clearly. And and to be fair, people, again, we get excited. We talk about this because it's kind of entertainment. It's still the news. We're having fun, but we're not stupid. Like. As he just said, everyone's getting tapped on the shoulder. These people aren't stupid. They know what they're saying. Financial instruments, or we need regulation. They are literally trying to stifle competition and get their market share. It is that simple. The kind of game. Right. That's the name of the game. And the crazy thing is, the reason why I know this because you talk about a partner of a law firm. Guy's at least what can I say? Realistically, probably older than the age of 33, 34. So he's old enough to know what happened with the .com boom. And when it comes to this new software of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all that, it is very similar to the internet and what the government's trying to do. Just like they want to have a financial instrument and call all these different names and do all these different things and lure institutional investors, the same thing happened with the internet. Instead, it became the intranet. Yeah. If you remember, we still have it in some companies. The intranet is for internal companies to have their own little private internet that no one wants to use anyway, right? But for the overarching internet, it didn't need institutional investors. It didn't need this. It's technology that everyone uses because it makes sense. So I think the same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the internet of money for a reason. That's why they call it that. Andreas Antonopoulos, shout out to him. But Bitcoin is like the internet. You don't need institutional investors. You don't need regulations. You don't need anything. It's just going to be. It's software.
You don't have a choice.
You cannot delete it. You can't get rid of it. So again, it's just like the internet. Like China does a really good job of doing that. Was it the Red Wall of China where they block all? The big firewall. They block a lot of websites.
Oh yeah.
The U.S. isn't doing it as much, but regardless. Whether you're in China or the U.S., if you know how to use the technology, there is nothing to stop you from getting on the internet, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's nothing they can do. You can literally patch in to a radio wave or a satellite somewhere if you spend, a couple hours on YouTube figuring it out, right? So I think Bitcoin's going to be the same way. There is no stopping it. So all this is just, we need institutional investors. Again, that's ways for already rich people to come over into cryptocurrency and mitigate their risk because they're too scared to learn all this stuff on their own. So... that's what it is. That is crazy. That's right, Tesla. What if you have preteen traders? That is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that 8-year-old that made $1 million and you ain't. Oh, come on, boy.
Yeah.
Get in these cups real quick.
Yeah. Where the taxes at?
All right. Airline that lost $170 million last year explores profits in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Speaking about airline that lost money, I didn't read the story, but I swear I saw a headline recently where Equifax was back in the news for a huge fine.
I believe, yes, I saw that.
Did you see that too?
Yeah.
All right. So between them getting that hack and then that huge fine, these are the people who have everybody's social security numbers. That's
700 million.
That is
700
all
million.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it looks like Norway's largest low-cost airline service is venturing into the emerging Bitcoin sector, according to local reports. What's going on with this Norwegian airline?
Oh yeah. Well, it looks as though they'll be launching a Bitcoin exchange called Norwegian Block Exchange. You'll be able to trade as well as pay on the same interface. And they offer reward points via trading, so you can use them later for travel discounts and other benefits. And two things really from this story you need to take away is one, whenever companies are getting in trouble, guess where they're turning? To Bitcoin.
Oh, wow. Oh, don't come here now.
Yeah, I was going to say,
up?
Bitcoin is a safe haven. Come on in. If you start here, then you don't have to do that.
You will never have trouble. That's what they don't get.
That's why I tell small businesses, it's like, if you want to leg up, the big businesses are doing it for a reason. If you want to leg up, just accept Bitcoin. Get into the Bitcoin business. Secondly, this news coming out, they definitely want to be one of the companies that makes Bitcoin or earns Bitcoin because, as we'll explore with another company, Bitcoin has actually enabled them to have less fees and increase their profit share long term.
So wait, the free software for everyone works?
Whoa, it works.
It's almost like the internet works.
Yeah, it is crazy that a lot of people probably won't know about this story because it is Norwegian Air.
Right.
A lot of people don't take that. It's Europe's third largest airline, so it's not huge. However, once the trend catches on, if it works for them, it's going to catch on with everybody else. The same way Overstock worked, and then a flood of companies came in 2016, 2017. I believe this will be the same thing. Norwegian Air, they're basically at this point 170 million in the hole. So hopefully they can try and make that back with accepting Bitcoin and maybe storing it for future value. But yes, we've seen other places, Cheap Air, Expedia, they've all explored accepting Bitcoin as payment.
All right. Well, shout out to these Norwegian airlines. Again, as you said, I mean, the reason why they did, you can see here, Bitcoins, they talked about it. They ventured into the Bitcoin business after promising investors a better fiscal performance in 2019. They said the decentralized cryptocurrency, which lost more than 80% of its market value last year, emerged as the best performing asset in 2019, and we're only halfway there. But again, as you said, if they were to start off like this, it wouldn't be a need to loop back around. But I'm glad they're going toward it. And what's even more important is at the end of this year or next year, whenever they get this thing up and running, when those end of the year earnings reports, which are public and they come out, as Bitcoins, they said, there will be other airline companies that, wait, what?
Hold on,
you
what?
got not only did you guys save X amount, you made how much by doing what? And it's like, oh, okay. Next thing you know, United's doing it.
Exactly.
American's doing it. Spirit probably would never do it, but still, you get the point.
If you got online payments, it's pretty simple.
It's very simple. That's the craziest thing. How easy this stuff is actually was crazy. I mean, and I mean that on the institutional level, infrastructure. You got enough money to literally hire a college grad and put them to work. They would get you up and running.
Oh yeah.
So
who wouldn't love that on the resume?
All right, S1 Dubs, what's going on? Yusagai Nami, hello. Coke by Paris, what's up? What's up? All right, some more big news. Again, this is crypto is going mainstream. Newegg, tech retailer Newegg expands Bitcoin payments to another 73 nations.
Oh yeah. Mass adoption, people.
That's
Mass
worth
adoption.
a clap.
There we go.
Worth a clap. Tell us what's going on with Newegg. We covered them before when they first kind of came out did some crypto things. What's going on now?
Oh yeah, well they have announced today this U.S.-based firm will accept Bitcoin in 73 additional country-specific stores, and there will be in 80 total nations now. They first started accepting Bitcoin in July 2014, which was huge back then because a lot of people's electronics, they were moving from getting it from Amazon to getting them from Newegg, and they did exactly what most businesses should do is implement a Bitcoin strategy early, and you'll reap the rewards. I'm not sure how much more they've made because they've accepted Bitcoin. However, they have said that using BitPay allows them to increase its margin on each Bitcoin transaction by avoiding credit card fees. So Visa, MasterCard, their day is coming. They can handle more transactions, but they cost too much. Bitcoin at this point can't handle as many transactions, but costs way less. So that is, once somebody finds that medium with Bitcoin, maybe Lightning Network, that will be probably the end game, and people will go forward with that. So shout out to Newegg for this partnership with 73 different countries. And, you know, this is how mass adoption works.
Wow, that is crazy. And it looks like, was it, you know, some of the statements they made, Anthony Chow, the president of Global Sales, was saying 5 years ago, we were one of the first major online shopping destinations to accept Bitcoin, and our early adopter customers were quick to embrace this new payment option.
Yep.
Wait, you know, again, people, it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a couple hours to set up, and you're good to go if you're a big business. So it doesn't make sense not to. And of course, they said they partnered with BitPay on this. And BitPay, you know, they were for mom and pops. They only do institutions now. We get it. The government definitely tapped them on the shoulder as well. But it looks like Sony signed the chief commercial officer of BitPay said an announcement. Bitcoin allows users to send and receive money just as easy as sending an email. Is it that easy? I think it's that easy.
Pretty much that easy. Yeah.
Opening up opportunities for businesses and consumers globally as a secure, low-cost transactional option for the merchants. Newegg was among the first companies to seize this opportunity and has continued to expand its Bitcoin acceptance to nearly all of its customers around the world. Again, people, we know it's new technology. It's scary at first. Take 2 hours, dig into it. You'll get it. It won't take you long.
It won't take you long.
And it's becoming easier and easier, too. And I mean, by next year, who knows what the new UI user interfaces are going to look like. It's going to be super easy.
I mean, it's easy now with Cash App.
It's easy now, right? Yeah, right, with Cash App. It is becoming easy. But, I mean, it's just going to get better and better, people. So it's good stuff ahead. All right, and last but certainly not least, you know what? We actually didn't put this in the title. I need to put this in the title because PUBG has a huge following. And any title with PUBG and cryptocurrency, I'm sure is going to attract some eyes. But it looks like blockchain gaming platform Referum, I might be saying it wrong, brings crypto payouts to PUBG.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to PUBG. United States blockchain-based rewards and marketing company Referum has announced a partnership with a South Korean online games developer and publisher to expand its in-game reward scheme. Looks like 8 million players to gain access to tokens. In a press release shared with Cointelegraph in a subsequent blog post, July 23rd, Refereum, which pays users in its in-house RFR token, said the feature would now roll out to players of Players Unknown Battlegrounds developed by PUBG. The game is one of the most popular for Xbox. They need, all right, again, whoever wrote this, come on, man.
Come on.
This game is one of the most popular for, right now it's mobile, for your cell phone, but it's pretty big on Xbox and PS4 now too. They just released it. But PUBG, for those who don't know, last year made $1 billion. $1 billion.
1 billion.
I think like last month or the month prior, they made $114 million. So they are definitely bringing in the dough. Basically, it's a video game where it's up to, it's one of the first games I actually did. The people said Fortnite actually copied them. It's one of the first video games for those who play games, whether you're on your cell phone or on your actual console. I played it on the cell phone, where, you know, you start off on this huge map. It's, you know, it's a shooter game, but it was the first game that allowed 100 players on the same map around the world. So anyone around the world can go into your cell phone, like literally do a quick play, start game, and 100 people will be jumping out of plane on a huge map, finding items and running around. Now, this is how the adoption is going to happen. And we all know that. We know criminals, porn, and video games. That is how technology progresses. With this one specifically, you're talking about, again, 100 people per game. I mean, there's I don't know how many games going on at once on different servers, but 100 people per game from different countries. I mean, if I were to pull it up now and unmute it, you could just hear different languages going, which is crazy. They try to match you by language. It doesn't always happen. but you have all types of awards, payouts in there, gifts from winning. You're talking about all those people. You already had over $1 billion in revenue are now going to be using cryptocurrency.
And getting paid.
I am about to invest in this RFR token.
It looks as though obesity is going to be on the rise as well. People are going to be sitting down for a long time. I mean, if you can make real, quote unquote, money supposedly, and you can take that crypto and buy other things. So, because, I mean, you can take this RFR token, go to an exchange it for Bitcoin, or use it to purchase things on their site. If that is possible, then that's what I mean by the ability for gamers to basically take over at that point, because it's millions of gamers. Listen, we're talking about 24/7, just like crypto. Crazy.
Because one game, there's quick matches on here, but if you do one regular game, it can go 30 minutes on your cell phone, easy. Because it's 100 players. They try to make it kind of tactical, so it's not like you're just running and gunning. It will take some time to win. But it looks like this reward scheme will feature a first for the company, allowing players to earn tokens by completing actions in the game, as well as filling other tasks such as marketing. Like I told you, gamers do so much free marketing for games through streaming services and social media, but they rarely compensated sufficiently for it. Ethereum CEO Dylan Jones commented in the press release. A couple last things I want to add. We're actually going to try to get somebody on here. Want to give a shout out to PUBG and Ethereum. You know, they sent this article to Cointelegraph. They sent it to CoinDesk. They also sent it to us, people. Yeah, you know, we got the email right here. So shout out to Katie, marketing manager over at Ethereum.
Thanks for recognizing real talent when you see it.
You know what I mean? We might not make Twitter's top 20 YouTube list, but the real ones out there know.
Oh, yeah.
And even further, definitely got to give a shout out to PUBG. If you're wondering why I know this much about a mobile video games, because I was in their commercial for their new release. So I started playing it so I can kind of brush up on it. In a momento, I would bring that up, but we'll look at some of these comments right now. What's going on, Richard? Said, got the desktop wallet, bought some Cryptocoin also to the moon. There we go.
Oh, man.
Crypto and Culture said PUBG trying to win. Yep. Edwin IT said, I remember them, Ethereum, blasting on Twitter asking for their use case. Oh, blasting on Twitter asking for their use case. It looks like they're here now.
Oh yeah, it looks like they found one. It looks like they're trying. They got a good investment too, $3.5 million from Alexander. I forget his last name, but yeah, $3.5 million. That's pretty good to start, and we'll see how they do. Like I said, they definitely come a long way. Shout out to Dylan Jones.
All right, I'll play this real quick and we'll do the free Cryptocoin. This actually had me rolling. The main actor in all the videos, people, you got to watch it. He is a hilarious dude. He plays like the loser all the time, but he does a very good job at it. See if we can get this going. He's the worst player in the room.
My favorite thing is teaming up with my best friends. Like today, I'm on smoke screening duty. Now. Who's a friend? Oh.
So yeah, season 4 just started again. People last week, they've been releasing trailers nonstop. Great game, pretty funny, a lot of fun. So if you got kids who you don't mind having shooting games, shout out to PUBG. Try to get this $1 billion over here, people.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
All right. Other than that, what are we doing for the free Cryptocoin?
Oh yeah. So for the free Cryptocoin, let's keep it going with PUBG and video games in general. What games would you love to earn crypto on? Which games do you think would be the best?
What are we doing?
Hey, Division, 2K, Madden, whatever. Let us know. I wonder if they ever have a Grand Theft Auto with crypto on it. That would be amazing with the money that's on there.
What if you could rob banks on Grand Theft Auto and get
crypto
in real crypto?
Yeah.
Robbing a Grand Theft Auto bank.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be
People
crazy.
would, like you said, it's gonna be a beastie. People would never.
Be a beast.
When you can start earning crypto in these games, I can tell you now, people.
There might not be anybody.
We're decent at games on the low, so
there might not be anybody in the gym ever again. But yes, put your Cryptocoin address, answer that question, and we'll send you those free coins.
All right, as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a happy hump day. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.